much. Fellow graduates, President and Chancellor Mitchell, deans, administrators, faculty members, I am deeply honored to be part of this momentous event. Thank you for having me. Truly, what a privilege. Graduates, congratulations, you all did it. I have been in this building many times before, as a student, a graduate, as a family member, as a guest, but never before from on this podium. I must tell you that the view from here is amazing and you all look fantastic. The smiles on your faces is priceless. I first walked onto the campus of Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center almost 19 years ago, lost and confused, looking for a sign and hoping for a sense of direction. It was at the lowest point in my life. Everything around me was falling apart with no end in sight. Little did I know that the people I would meet here would forever change my life. I was born in a small farming village in West Africa. I had two amazing parents who had no formal education. They couldn't read or write and have never been able to spell their names. They had no running water, no electricity, and the infant mortality rate in their village was over 90%. In fact, my paternal grandmother had 12 children, only 3 of them survived to adulthood. My parents, like your parents, believed that the key for the success of their children was an education. They sold their most productive cocoa farm, their most prized material possession, to send me to the United States. All they asked of me was to give back. Just 1 year after arriving in the United States, I ran out of funding. That's when the struggle became real. I faced economic hardships, cultural barriers, and social challenges, including race and racial discrimination. From hitchhiking a ride from Arkansas to Texas, to moving from one low-income apartment to even lower-income ones, all in search of the chance to fulfill my parents' dreams of being able to give back. Eventually, and purely by accident, I stumbled into the halls of Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center School of Health Professions, without a dime to my name. This would mark the turning point of my life. I met teachers and friends who saw in me more than I saw in myself. They believed in me and gave me that extra boost of confidence that I would need to put me squarely back on track to returning to my village and making a difference. Through my years here at Texas Tech, I witnessed people showing compassion through love and through kindness. My first textbooks were donated by my instructors because I couldn't afford them. They believed and helped me apply for scholarships, any scholarship they felt I might remotely qualify for. They became my family away from home and frequently checked on me as a family member would. For 2 years, I worked full-time at night and took full-time coursework during the day. I volunteered as much as I could to give back to the people who had now become my family. The people I met not only asked about my people, they wanted to accompany me to meet my family and my friends in my home country. I found my way of giving back through the people who helped me along the way. They showed me kindness, and it was time for me to bring hope to others. After several short-term mission trips, A few years post-graduation, Purpose Medical Mission was founded as a bridge of medical assistance from West Texas to people around the world with no access to health care. 11 years ago, we built the first fully functional medical clinic in my village in West Africa. 3 years later, we established a second hospital in my area. To date, we have helped develop and support 7 other facilities around the world, including with disaster relief right here in the United States. Purpose Medical Mission has served over 50,000 people around the world, participated in 29 mission trips, and donated close to $5 million worth of medical equipment and supplies all around the world. In all my travels on behalf of Purpose Medical Mission, I have been privileged to meet the president of one country, the vice president of another, and people in positions of power all over the world. But the most fulfilling aspect of them all is spending time with the people we serve. I see myself in them, and I hope they see themselves in me. That through all their sufferings, they too would one day rise to the occasion to make their communities better. And so today I stand here to share with you some words of wisdom. You all know what that means, right? Well, my 7-year-old does, and he's here somewhere. He said, "Daddy, that's because you're old and ancient." So, from one old and ancient man, I would like to leave you with words of wisdom as you begin your own journey into the world. Graduates, you have spent the past few years acquiring knowledge, developing unique skills and talents to serve the world. You will soon make more money than you've ever made before. Like Dr. Mitchell said, I hope so. But you will not have the instructors or study partners to help you solve the difficult problems. You will be trusted by your patients, your colleagues, your family, and your friends as experts in your fields of practice, whether you are a healthcare administrator, a researcher, a technologist, or a clinician. And so, here are a few words of advice presented in a manner I hope you will appreciate numerically. Number 1, you are a gift. You were perfectly created for your family, for your friends, and now, with all the tools you have acquired here at Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center, one of the finest institutions in the country. Yes, I said it, and I'm not biased. One of the finest institutions in the country. And it's not only because of basketball, it's also because of the academics and the students that are coming out of this institution. You are a gift to your patients because of all the gifts and the talents that you have acquired here. One of the most impactful things I learned from my parents is that I am a gift. But most importantly, is that everyone else you meet is a gift to you. We are perfectly created for a purpose. Everything about us. We come in different shapes and shades for a purpose. The color of our skin, the texture of our hair, our challenges, our imperfections, for a purpose. When you start thinking of yourself as a gift and as others as a gift, it changes everything. It changes the way you see yourself. It changes the way you treat others. It starts giving you some answers to these questions. Who am I? What am I? Why am I here? And what is my purpose? Number 2, Cherish your past. The person you are today is a sum of your past experiences, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Embrace your past and learn from it. Don't let moments of failure define you. Let them refine you to be better and to be stronger. It is during the trying times that we gather the tools we need to withstand the challenges of tomorrow. To be here today, you have surely overcome many obstacles, and now you get to celebrate a moment of triumph. Big moments like today don't come often, so find time to celebrate the small moments too. Number 3, give back. Give back to your families, your communities, and your world. Some have supported you financially, some morally, and others physically. The nights that your spouse made dinner with the children and put them in bed all alone because you had to take a test the next day. The teachers and instructors who have worked very hard to get all your requirements put in so you can get your licensures and your credentials. Some of these people are here today. What will make them most fulfilled is that you are successful. And the success I'm talking about is not the fancy car or the big house, but that you use the skills you've learned to make a difference in the lives of others. That is what will make them most proud to have been there for you. Number 4, change your world. If you read the headlines today, it is quite evident that our world is full of despair, poverty, violence, corruption, and greed. It is easy to become complacent if it doesn't affect you directly. Remember, you will be living the same world to your children and to future generations. My message to you is that the world's problems do affect you. Claim it and do everything in your power to make it better. You can't change everyone in the world, but you can change one person in your circle of influence. At the end of the day, you hope to tell your children that you left them a world that is better than you found it. Give the world and everyone who comes in contact with you one option, that you will always choose good over evil, peace over war, hope over despair, and love over hate. Number 5, cherish the American dream. We frequently define the American dream in terms of money and possession. The American dream, to me, is something no amount of money can buy. It is freedom. It is the reason people are dying to cross oceans and deserts to come to this great nation. Freedom of opportunity. Freedom to do the things that give value and bring joy to your life. Simply put, and as mentioned in our Declaration of Independence, the freedom to pursue your happiness. In most countries, including my beloved Cameroon, you dare not criticize the government. The government controls every aspect of the people's lives, and corruption is endemic. So, exercise your freedom and never miss the opportunity to show gratitude for the people who have lost their lives and the ones who today are sacrificing their lives to safeguard our freedom. Number 6, be an advocate. So far, you have been shielded from the bureaucracy of the healthcare industry. You have been taught to go out and deliver the best medical care available in the world. You will soon realize that our healthcare system is not perfect. You will clash with insurance companies, with colleagues, with hospital administrators, with legislators, and sometimes even family members. My advice to you is never lose focus on who you're fighting for. Always fight for your patients to make sure they are always treated with respect and dignity, regardless of their age, their race, their religious affiliations, or their economic status. Number 7, we're almost there. Never take your relationships for granted. Almost 20 years ago, I met a girl in one of my chemistry classes in college. We became friends and helped each other through the hardships in our personal and professional lives. Today, she is my wife and the mother of our 2 beautiful boys and the love of my life. Our relationship is based on our belief that every human interaction is an opportunity to help each other find our purpose here on this earth. Over many years, I have been blessed to come across people from all races and all different walks of life who have helped me find my inner strength and my path towards my purpose. So, don't take those relationships for granted. Some people you will never meet again, but for some, they may become your partner in this journey of life. My wife certainly is the best thing that ever happened to me in college, and together we are fulfilling our dreams. Number 8, and lastly, be purposeful. How do you want to be remembered? Be intentional in your decision making. Don't let society decide for you what is valuable. Have a plan on what you want out of life and start working towards that goal. Take a moment and define what your core principles are as you head out into the world. I hope those values will be integrity, gratitude, honor, hard work, self-determination, and perseverance. These principles are all vital to being successful and to leaving behind a lasting legacy, but they do not guarantee true happiness. For the secret to finding life's meaning and long-lasting joy is service of others. As healthcare professionals, you have chosen a path that gives you a unique opportunity to serve others. Your own life will be blessed by the people you meet from all cultural backgrounds and races. Their cultural diversities will enrich you. They will share intimate aspects of their lives and give you access to their hearts. But mostly, they will come to you looking for healing and for hope. You would meet people in the most vulnerable periods in their lives. Some will be in pain. Some will be at the brink of giving up. Some will be transitioning to the afterlife. The skills you have learned and acquired during your time here at Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center will allow you to give more of yourself than you've ever given before. Some days, all that will be needed from you will be your attentive, listening ears. Other times, it will be a hug and a smile. Some days, you will shed a tear or two. But at some point, like myself, you too will come to the realization that you were handpicked to be an extension of God's healing touch. to be an instrument of His love and of His grace. It indeed has been a pleasure, an honor, and a distinct privilege to be with you today. God bless you all. God bless Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center, and God bless our USA.
Sixtus, on behalf of the Texas Tech Health Sciences Center and the School of Health Professions, we'd like to present you with this commemorative medallion.